With Casey's permanent move, it's the end of an era for Chicago Fire. While Severide remains Rescue Squad 3's leader, without his oldest pal, the first responder procedural loses the pair's dynamic in its storytelling. Luckily for NBC and Wolf Entertainment, Chicago Fire has the perfect replacement for them with Sam Carver and Derek Gibson. Jake Lockett joined the show not long before Rome Flynn did, and, as Firehouse 51's newest recruits, the pair is already bonding over their shared experience. Depending on how Chicago Fire moves their story forward, they have the potential to be great friends. In Chicago Fire Season 12, Episode 5, On the Hook, Gibson struggles to get comfortable at Firehouse 51, as he is still not used to Chief Bowden's tight-knit team. Carver takes it upon himself to reach out, explaining that he knows what his contemporary is going through, considering that he was once in his place. Eventually, the pair shares a drink, with both men having a vulnerable conversation. Severide and Casey tend to engage in these kinds of talks, and now, their potential successors are having the same bonding activity. Carver's move to clarify the initial friction between Gibson and the rest of Firehouse 51 is surprising. Not too long ago, he was struggling to get used to his new role with Chief Bowden's team. He particularly had a difficult time dealing with Stella Kidd, who is her superior. Chicago Fire floated the possibility of a romance between the pair, but that didn't go anywhere. Now, Carver has fully assimilated himself, and it's commendable that he is trying to make the process easier for Gibson. Had it been someone else, it's dubious if Gibson had been open. How Carver and Gibson's friendship sets up Severide's possible exit. Severide continues to prioritize OFI and being a fire cop. Taylor Kinney as Kelly Severide looking over his shoulder and wearing a beanie in Chicago Fire. Aside from its cases, Chicago Fire's biggest asset is the relationship among the members of Firehouse 51. There are different friend groups in the show, and Carver and Gibson's bond has the potential to become one. However, aside from their bond, the pair could also be the next Severide and Gibson, meaning they can be positioned to be Chicago Fire's new generation of male leads. This would pave the way for Kinney's long-rumored exit from One Chicago, which started when the actor unexpectedly took a leave of absence in the middle of Season 11. Chicago Fire showrunner Gwen Saigon has confirmed that there were previous plans for Kinney to spearhead a brand new One Chicago series. That being said, the idea was eventually scrapped after they realized how much Firehouse 51 needed him. Considering how the show's storytelling during the actor's absence, however, this sentiment can be up for debate. As an original character, Severide tends to always be the center of attention in Chicago Fire. Not having him around allowed the show to focus on other Firehouse 51 members, which resulted in more diverse storytelling.